Tremo is live. Alright, who remembers what's happening?
Leave
We
West Crown?
not West Crown.
We're about
Yes.
to leave our hometown.
Yeah,
On a
West
mission.
Crown.
Right, we're going to charter a boat to West Crown.
Yeah.
And we're headed this way somewhere, looking for a missing squad in the forest that we were just leaving, but a month ago.
Who remembers exactly where we left off?
I recall us just finishing a conversation in a coffee shop, and our mission had been selected to investigate the disappearance of several other Pathfinders. Not Pathfinders, cartographers. And we were, like I said, about to charter a ship to West Crown, but we hadn't gotten there yet. I think we were all gonna do that tomorrow. Oh, that's right. We were, in North Honeypot.
Northeast Honeypot.
Northeast Honeypot
doesn't exist anymore.
That's right.
North Honeypot still exists. North Honeypot does not exist.
North Honeypot.
That's right. So, literally what we're picking up is seemingly the end of the conversation between Val and Brahmania.
I believe it was everyone there except Sophia.
Yeah, Sophia was doing paperwork, chartering the boat, and just getting affairs in order.
How do you change hit points on this thing again?
Modify your class, like go down to your levels and edit, and then in the hit points section, change the total hit points there.
Oh
Yeah.
no, but now it's adding my constitution to it.
Yeah, you have to put
Yeah,
the flat
you
value.
put the number you rolled, not the
If anyone wants to wager a guess as to why my charisma isn't adding to my AC, feel free to throw it out.
make yourself a custom item in a slotless.
Well, I have the change note on the feature that's supposed to do it. Like, it was supposed to be wisdom, and I changed it to charisma specifically. I guess I'll just go back and make sure that's correct.
Yeah, like actually on the feature under the changes tab, you have attributes.charisma as a plus value onto your AC. It could be a incorrect operator. If you hover over the attribute, it'll tell you the proper operator.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Oh, I see what's happening. My archetype doesn't have anything filled out.
If you want to
That's what
give
I
me
was-
access to their character sheets, I can help with that.
Yeah, you have to manually enter your archetypes, BAB, saves, and skill points. Which is dumb because why not just include that in the archetype?
Because it's Pathfinder. So many things to do.
Yeah, either way, I am totally ready.
All right. I don't remember the last thing off the top that Val was talking to Romanio about.
They're pretty much done with the conversation now. I'm sure they visited for a little while and then parted ways.
Yeah, I mean, Romanio's gonna inquire more about. He says, "So Val, could you tell me about your new squad here? You got some fledglings you're now responsible for."
There's a visible twitch in her eye when he says the word responsible. Yes, I have a new squad. They seem capable.
He kind of looks over the shoulder. You hear that? Capable.
Oh, I think we'll do just fine. Come on, Val. I'm here.
Does he have any books in his house?
Are you
Don't
asking
worry,
that in
sir.
character?
Our commander has full confidence in us.
Yes, and my squad has full confidence in me.
No, out of character, because I want to wander off.
So where are you? Have you been assigned already? Are you gonna be heading out soon?
Yeah, we picked out a job just today, actually. Actually, we'll be leaving tomorrow, charting a ship over to West Crown to get us started, and then heading up straight north.
Straight north from West Crown?
Let's see the map real quick, just to make sure I'm not sounding like an idiot. That's a
Northwest.
northwest, north mildly west.
It's a dangerous area.
Dangerous. How so? I mean, the entire wilderness is dangerous.
That's true, but the only things I can think of north of West Crown are Igorian and the Black Pearl.
North of Black Pearl. Wooded area. Went around there before for our last job.
Well, tell you what, kiddo. I don't have much on me right now, but if you'll stop by tomorrow before you head out, I can get you a little something on the way.
Oh, you don't have to go so far. It's fine. I just came by to visit before we left.
No, it's a parting gift.
Well, appreciate it. And I didn't mean to stay in your hair for so long and bother you with my squad. Despite what incourteous guests they seem to be. She says as you're wandering off looking through his shit.
Yeah, did I
Commander,
find
it's,
anything?
Well,
Commander,
you're
it's
wandering off,
discourteous.
wandering into his house.
We're being discourteous, not incourteous.
Wait, what'd you say, Leslie?
Oh, Sagi was just wandering off. You're gonna try to wander past him into his house?
How difficult would it be to get past him?
I mean, probably just walk past him, but it'd be a little
I think
awkward, wouldn't
I think he means that he turns 360 degrees and walks away.
Is he
Making eye
standing in front
contact
of the
the
door?
whole time.
it? Is he what?
Is he like standing in front of the door or something?
I mean, there's a small gate around the front yard.
We're kind of in his yard right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't even invite us in?
Well, no, he was on the way out. You guys showed up.
He's the rude one.
I'll be honest. I thought we were outside. I knew we were outside, and then you said something about books, and I was like, "Have we been inside the entire time? Have I been Mandela'd again?"
Okay, do I see anything past him?
Yeah, his house. There's like a little, couple of stairs up to the porch and a door. Couple
And
of windows.
Yeah. In a house.
I mean, Anything interesting?
Define interesting.
I don't know, dude. What's it look like?
It's blue. It's like a dark blue paint on the house.
Yeah,
Wow.
describe interesting to
Yeah.
someone with the attention span of a squirrel and Adderall.
Yeah.
Well, the squirrel on Adderall will be very focused on what it's doing.
Interesting to someone with 22 int and 7 charisma.
There's nothing interesting in this area.
The house has 0 int and only 1 charisma. So I don't know.
The house has charisma?
1 charisma
I
makes
mean,
it a very uninteresting
if we're
house.
just talking out of character about stats, sure.
Regardless, you could strike the discourteous guest comment from the record because I'm Mandela to believe that we were inside, but no.
No, it sounds like Saki's trying to sneak by and just walk up to his house.
Every time Saki tries, like, Val just grabs like their collar and yanks back.
Yeah, I thought we were like in a little
I imagine it
foyer or
happens
something.
frequently throughout the conversation.
No, he's all happening outside. But
I can get past him, but
yeah.
I don't think it's worth it.
Okay.
But yeah, she'll let them know that, you know, last time they were out there, they found some cartographer markings out there, so they'll be looking for some folk up there. And aside from the, you know, falling hydras, there wasn't anything much that we couldn't handle out in the wilderness.
Falling hydras.
Oh yeah, just a lot of things fell at the sky.
The sky
think-
ate the Hydra that was dropped by the sky. No, I'm not joking.
Yeah, I feel like school did not adequately prepare us for what was going to be out there.
Yeah.
Sounds like all of your days are like my wildest days.
It's amazing out there.
Oh yeah, Dad coming back to life every night. Sky hydras.
At least it's never dull. I mean, it's dangerous, but it's never dull.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to actually mark some things on a map before long.
Yeah. We can try.
And you're sure that your greenhorns are ready for falling sky hydras?
I mean, we weren't.
That's fair.
Kind of diving into the deep end to become a good party together.
You know, honestly, I would consider this not really diving in the deep end, considering our first job was to find the magical wish-granting spider.
I mean, shallow end would be guard duty.
Well, yeah, but that's boring. No offense. We have a whole world out there that we need to explore, and we also have people missing that we need to find.
Yes.
We can't afford to be staying close to home.
Very important people missing that need to be found.
This group also seems to be, well, they've seen some action. We don't really know what their combat capabilities are, but I'm pretty sure that they can handle themselves in a fight, and that means that they can have our backs.
Well, just don't get in over your head, kid.
Too late? Out of character. Probably way too late.
Urbanio, he bellows a hearty laugh and jostles you a bit too much and says, well, don't get them in over their head.
I
Oh.
will promise that I will try and make sure that she gets her rest.
there's like a dark realization on her face. Rest. Yeah.
Well, considering with some of the new equipment I was able to purchase, I don't need that anymore. So, I can help.
She kind of like pats Bobani on the shoulder. I'm gonna get going for the night, but I'll stop by tomorrow to say bye before we head out. I gotta make sure that these guys get some rest and help them buy some supplies and all that.
Yeah, I should go check in on my greenhorns as well.
Don't run them too ragged.
Tell them to watch out for falling sky hydras.
No one is ever gonna believe us, are they?
No.
I'll warn them anyway.
I believe you.
Well, it's a good thing you believe us. Shit, what's your character's
It could
name?
happen to you. Hydras in my sky?
Raz.
Razzie. Yes. I am glad that you believe us, Razzie.
It's Arcadian for Rose.
I will stick to Razzie.
And with that, Primadio will turn and head towards the Northeast Honeypot Barracks. He'll give a wave, and like one would slick back their hair, he kind of slicks back his horns. They don't move, but he still does it.
Yeah, I for some reason I know exactly what you mean. And Val will guide you guys away, and I'm sure we'll split up for the night after we go buy supplies. Does anyone need to actually buy supplies? Are we good on that?
No, I stocked up.
Thought you
I
guys were gonna
should-
check on Shiloh.
Yeah, we were gonna check on Shiloh. Sorry, it's been a week.
That's why I'm reminding you before you leave, and then you guys are fuck off somewhere, and you're like, wait, what about Shiloh?
Where'd it go? There it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of on the way back to town to check on Shiloh because he lives in North Honeypot. There's like a
Not too
crossing
bad.
path to get there, so yeah, it's not doesn't offset too much. One thing is a bit unsettling when you arrive at Shiloh's estate, because as you may well remember, Shiloh's family was on the wealthier side because they had a very they were woodcutters, and that's not something everybody's able to do, basically. But as you guys arrive, the estate seems to be in a bit of disrepair. It is both not how you remember it and how you remember it.
Oh, another one of these.
I believe they're called anachronisms.
I guess we're at Shiloh's estate.
Well, Shiloh's family's estate, but yeah.
You'd expect a place like this would be better cared for.
But I mean, you can play this out how you'd like, but Shiloh, since I'll let you voice your own stuff here. Over the last month or so since you've been back, you would have first gotten home and had the same battling of the realities in your mind because of the obvious differences here. But there seems to have arisen a problem that's been going on for the better part of a year that has made life difficult for the family. And it's likely a large part of the reasoning behind at least somewhat semi-permanently retiring from being a cartographer, which is woodcutting has gotten a lot more dangerous, partially because in northwest Honeypot, they have established a full-on logging setup, and they basically run the whole economy of northwest Honeypot at this point is inns and logging facilities, but there are no woodcutters technically. So as you're well aware, there are woodcutting contracts that are given out by Quarantine, but they're actually given to Quarantine by the people of the Anfarita.
Yep.
And
we've enjoyed a long relationship with them.
mhm,
You thought you did.
and kept in good standing, right? And that's a large part of why the woodcutters that are employed by Shiloh's family do as well as they do and are safe as they are, because they follow traditions. There are a lot of woodcutting people in Northwest Honeypot, but they are not from Quarantine. They are out of state individuals who go out and cut wood with no reverence for the forest, which has made any approach towards the forest much more costly. So it's making Shiloh's family's life very difficult, because it's hard to keep woodcutters when the casualty rate is skyrocketing.
Yeah, the druids aren't really too keen on this logging industry thing, and they don't really differentiate.
So I imagine a lot of Shiloh's time recently has been just trying to help the family business in whatever way he can.
Yeah, I kind of saw Shiloh as retiring to defend North Honeypot from the rifts and such. So this is very on brand.
I guess Nihilus will go up and knock on the door.
Alright. I guess an older elf gentleman will answer. It's someone you've seen before.
Be right back.
It is Ned, which I believe is Shiloh's father.
Ned?
Ned.
Ned. Nihilus will say, "Hello, Ned. Is Shiloh in?"
Of course, Master Nihilus. I will fetch him. And he kind of beckons you guys into like the front living area, and proceeds off to one of the back rooms. And Shiloh, your dad lets you know that your compatriots are in the living room.
Back.
Yeah. I would go and I'd greet everybody and say, "Hey, come on in, welcome to my family's manor. I'm afraid all of the help has quit, but can I get you anything? Tea, anything to drink?"
No, we just kind of came to check up on you, see how things are, and sort of ask, have you been having any trouble with your memory?
Well, I'm fine, but it is funny that you ask that. Things aren't really what I remember.
That's been going on for us as well. At least Val and myself and Sophia.
Val will quietly tell him, yeah, like the whole Northeast honeypot situation.
I don't recall if we asked. Is this strange to the new characters?
Yes.
To the
Okay.
Very
characters?
strange.
What do you mean by strange? I guess.
Like, is Northeast honeypot or whatever? Is
Oh,
it
no.
strange that it's missing?
I mean, Northeast Honeypot's not missing.
Or North honeypot? Then
I mean, North Honeypot has always.
The new characters are unaffected by the time weirdness.
Yeah.
okay.
It all seems normal to the new characters.
Okay.
Like Northeast Honeypot has always been Northeast Honeypot. And the Northwest Honeypot has always been there. And yeah, in the last, year or so, they've set up a logging thing.
Of course.
Before we left for our mission, we had a working monopoly on the Enferita Wood. I come back, and there's logging facilities that have been built up for far longer than could have been. It makes no sense. And now my family is in dire straits. The manor's falling apart. I had wanted to bring you all here for a feast at some point, but now I'm afraid we can barely afford to host one.
That's all right. You don't need to trouble yourself. We'll be heading out tomorrow anyway to go check out those woods we were just at last time.
Yeah.
Woods with the wood curse.
Yeah.
Those exact woods. These are the new squad mates.
That is Razzie, that is Corvin, and that is you introduce yourself? I'm pointing at Ryan's character. My memory is terrible. Saki.
I'm sure Saki is looking through all the shit right now.
That's exactly what's going on.
Saki! Get out of
What?
his drawers.
Huh?
Like, she talks to Saki with the same tone that, like, someone talks to a dog doing something bad.
Yeah. What do you have in your mouth?
To be honest, if it's
Saki,
if it's
spit
been,
that out.
If it's been long enough,
Put the sun back.
Start
she's
stealing
probably-
faster.
she's probably called Corvo over, and like they're both checking out stuff at this point. Or,
Yeah,
or Corvo's checking out whatever Saki's showing him. Didn't even notice that Nihilus got his name wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, you're, as you can probably tell, you left at a good time. After all, she gives him the same dead stare she gave Brabanio. I'm the commander of the unit now.
Yeah, we should
Well,
have.
congratulations, Val.
That's what I said.
He does not share the same dead look.
I'm glad to hear it. It seems you found your place.
Glad
among
to
the
hear I got out
photographers.
on time.
Agree, Shiloh. I honestly think Val will do a wonderful job.
You're the operating commander and chronicler?
No, Sophia's the chronicler.
Sophia, congratulations.
She's not here.
Sophia's not there.
Oh, well, then tell Sophia congratulations for me. I'm sure she's earned that promotion.
I have no doubt of that. But, I gotta be honest with you, things as weird as they are right now, I'm concerned that when we go up north again, it won't be the same as we remember.
Well, we'll only be able to discover that when we go there. Because I really, really want to go.
I should hope, if I'm not here when you get back, then you do at least remember me.
Why wouldn't you be here when we get back? Why did
Skyla
you
will
just climb
kind
death
of
flag like
gesture
that?
around the the dilapidated manor.
Gestures
there-
vaguely.
Gestures vaguely.
Is there anything we could do in the immediate short term?
No, I wouldn't trouble yourselves with this. You have far more important things to do. I've got it.
He did say
It's
they could
fine.
barely afford it. They could still afford the feast.
We can still afford the feast.
No, we're.
Just barely.
I'm
We would
with
just
him on this.
never financially recover from it.
Is there anything we can do to help you out, man?
No,
You
I
may have
assure
left,
you.
but you know, we still went through some shit. You're still one of us.
I promise you, I'm fine. When I left the cartographers, I did take away a modest severance.
We get a severance package.
I mean, when you guys got back, you guys got about 10,000 in gold.
That's when we
Yeah.
noticed that Shiloh's missing an arm.
Yeah, they severed his arm as the package.
Makes the wood cutting a lot harder.
Turns out his arm was made of wood.
This whole time.
Did Shiloh lose the gun?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I'm assuming also the brazier.
Yep.
Only got to use it once.
And more
Sad.
importantly, Taz lost APEP.
Yeah, it still has APEP.
No.
Taz
I-
might still have APEP. We
Yeah,
don't
I
know where
couldn't
Taz
say for
is.
sure.
Yeah, I was about to say, you guys are really harping on this Taz existing thing.
That's true. We lost a
That's
Taz,
when
not just
Shiloh hits
APEP.
you with who's Taz?
How long has Taz not existed?
Yeah,
Has Taz always not existed?
yeah.
Isn't Taz?
Who's
I know like
who's
12
Dina?
Tazes.
A chronicler? You mean Jeff?
Spider.
You remember him? All the 8 legs, charming demeanor, cartoon face.
Nihilus will interject and just kind of say, well, we wanted to stop by and check on you and introduce you to the new crew.
They seem to have already introduced themselves to my home. But I appreciate you stopping by, and he's gonna look Val and reach out and grasp your hand for like a handshake and say, and I really do mean congratulations. I can't think of a better person to lead than the one most reluctant to.
I don't really follow that logic at all, but thanks, I guess, and I appreciate your faith in me.
Hey,
Roll a sense motive.
Val, you're the
Sure.
ones that let
I roll a sense motive. Sounds good. What's the worst that could happen?
Shiloh doesn't lie.
I think we'd know that too.
Yeah, probably. I think it's actually come up before whenever you guys were dealing with Sam.
Okay, Shiloh didn't lie.
Yeah.
I think Shiloh
this-
was like, I can't talk to the guy about the robot.
Oh, that old Chilaxian flag, do I still have that?
Yeah. Chilaxian flag was not magical.
Cool.
Yeah, if there's anything else, perhaps we should be on our way. We're headed out for West Crown tomorrow.
Well, I wish you all the luck. If you need to charter a vessel, does my family have any? Do we even have any connections at the dock anymore?
Shiloh knows a guy with a boat.
Yeah. Talk to so and so.
No. It's not so-and-so. He's a named individual in Shiloh's ship.
I don't want to mention his name. I don't
is it
want
the
to
troll?
talk about
Is
the
it the troll?
guy.
Not the troll, the half giant or whatever he is.
No,
The dumb one.
no. Shiloh is going to sigh in character. If you go to the docks, ask around for a Captain Fritz Morone. Tell him that I said that you could help, that he could help you.
Fritz Morone.
Well,
And
we
then-
can.
And then try not to talk to Captain Fritz. Don't believe anything that he says other than that he'll have a vessel for you.
Got it.
Well, Sophia was actually procuring a vessel for us right now.
I wish we were able to contact her across a long distance.
Yeah, if only we had something like that. Man, Dina would have that prepared for us, I bet.
Time for a sitcom cutaway to Sophia just happening to talk to Fritz.
Fritz actually rents his ship out to the cartographers regularly.
Mhm.
So it's very likely that you might be talking to Fritz. Well, maybe not to Fritz, but
And he's like, there's a chance that he recognizes me as Shiloh's squad mate.
like the scene pans over to Sophia like signing the paperwork with the cartographers. Oh yeah, the vesselage aboard the CSS Morone Star.
CSS?
Yeah, quarantine. Quarantine ships sailing, CSS. You know how acronyms work.
Yeah. Yeah, we can cut away to
Sophia talking to
Sophia
Fritz
talking
Morone.
to Fritz Morone.
Can I ask a quick question of how do you spell your character's name, Matt?
Corvo. C-O.
It's at the
RVO.
bottom left.
Okay,
the,
thank you. I
screen.
was just writing down names so I stopped getting them wrong.
Oh, it's not on the bottom left of this
Yeah.
screen.
So I guess let's go back a little bit here. So the group splits. They go to northeast, Honeypot. Where is Sophia going? What's the goal?
First, I had a few documents to check back at headquarters,
All right.
and then that was what I was checking. Checking on the report of the wish granting spider and
Right.
all that.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking for consistency against what we remember.
Right.
And then any last minute shopping supplies that I expect, provisioning, and then go sign on the boat.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, when you go through, because the cartographers have like a contact list, right? They have effectively partners for most things, right? So if you're buying, it doesn't matter what you're buying for the group, right? There's usually a vendor that they're gonna recommend you go through in order to get the things you need to get.
And to only buy from someone else if they don't if they can't meet the supply in time, or
Right. Exactly. As far as the boats go, I mean, right at the top of the list is the CSS Morone Star. As far as
How
chartering
is
ships.
Morone spelled?
It's Marrone.
Okay.
So you can set up the contact request. It'll tell you like where they're docked at. You can easily head in that direction. You can actually see all the previous charters as well, and the vast majority of them go to a small island in the inner sea. I guess it would be like a knowledge local to know what the island's for. Perhaps even knowledge nobility.
Both are the same at +9.
Oh, you rolled it. It's taking forever to show up on my other screen for some reason. 18. Yeah, they you would know then that this ship, that particular island, is a part of those who use pact magic. So they go to that island for a specific ritual to form pacts with a certain few celestial beings.
That one that Shiloh definitely didn't want to talk about.
Right. So, hold on. Lychus,
Yeah.
would you like to run the conversation with Fritz?
Oh no.
Do you want to be Fritz here?
I feel like you could do a better Fritz voice than I could.
I don't know. Traditionally trained poet. I don't know if I can do that well.
How about you just tag team?
Tag team.
You just I'm running
Alternate
out of
lines.
tag out.
It's the what is it? The improv where like we each have to say the word of a sentence.
Yeah. Whose line?
Whose line? Yeah. Heidi, Heidi, Heidi.
Alright, I'll do it.
I mean, I could try, but I definitely don't have something in mind for this. So if you have anything in mind,
Alright, I can do it. That's fine. So you arrive in the docks, and there's a it's weird, right? It's a rotund ship. It's a rather like rounded and wide ship.
Like it bulges out and then comes back in at the top.
Yeah. It's
Huh.
it's a bit strange, but it definitely seems weathered and well maintained. And you can hear this effervescent vernacular coming from topside, just using words that seem like they're related to boats, but you probably know enough about actual sailing to know that he's not using any of the right words. No one's correcting him. He's just going on, you know, swab the jib, you know.
Hoist the capstan.
Yeah.
keeps referring to starboard as port.
Mm-hmm. He says, I'll be in the bow. And then he starts walking down the gangplank. And I guess at least like what would you say this fellow looks like?
Well, when I knew him, he was probably thin, but I doubt that stayed for long. After he got paid for his boat getting damaged the first time around. So probably a rather rotund man, very well dressed, more so than he needs to be. If Superfluous and Loquacious were a person, it would be Captain Fritz. kind of picture him as having a twirly mustache, like a he's got like a goatee
Like Fat
mustache
Napoleon?
combo. Yeah, like Fat Napoleon's a good way to put it.
Well, yeah, you see this this fellow walking down the gangplank of the ship, the very ship you were attempting to charter.
No. I'll approach him and call out, Captain Morone?
The one and only.
Oh God.
Yes, Sophia Wright with the cartographers. We are preparing to charter your ship for tomorrow morning.
For tomorrow morning, I would have to be a shining example of perfection to have my ship ready by then, which I am. He kind of reaches for the paperwork that you have for this.
I'll show him the paperwork, and I'm just eyeing him the whole time, like, huh,
He
right.
he looks at the paper, and if you follow his eyes, there's no way he's reading this paper, but he definitely gets to the bottom of the paper. And he says, "To Westcran. This isn't just a trip
Yes.
to the islands."
No, to West Crown. You read that correctly.
Well, of course I did. I can read. He kind of looks down at it, looks up at you. This is a one-way trip. No return.
We will arrange a return trip when we're ready.
You're expecting me to return? I'd have to make 2 trips. I'd expect twice the pay, at least.
I'm sorry.
When the time comes, you'll be paid for your troubles. Whatever the market rate is.
Did you have something to say there, man?
Oh no, I just wanted to tell Nathaniel, I'm sorry that you have to deal with this.
That's fair. He looks over the paper. He looks at you. Says, "Wait a minute. Don't I know you?"
Do I know him?
Probably not, no. You might know of him with a knowledge and ability, but...
Nobility or just local?
But he knows about you.
Either way, there's the role.
Yeah, I mean, you know of
I've
this
heard
guy.
stories.
Yeah, he comes from a wealthy family. He's not exactly nobility, but you actually remember having seen him from time to time while you were still going through the academy, and it dawns on him. He says, "That's right. You were with the murderer. What was his name?
I'll be right back.
Shiloh Graves."
The murderer. Yes.
Glad to see you made it.
Well, we all did. I'd like to think.
everyone who made it, of course. It's nice to finally meet someone I've made songs about. Other than Shiloh, of course.
I'm sorry, could you run that back?
Oh, I'm a composer.
I thought you were a captain.
A man must have his
Captain and a
hobbies.
songwriter. How splendid.
A shipwright and a songwriter. Trademark.
Oh, he's the Jimmy Buffett of this world.
Says my most recent little ditties about your magic spider encounter. Magic spider that grants wishes. Audacious. Quite the claim, but people will buy tickets to a show.
Oh, now you're a showman as well. Lovely.
A triple threat. He signs the paper and
It's an NDA.
and he hands it back to you.
Now, I'd like to be sure that everything's in order. If you could give me a tour of the ship, please. And I'm going to inspect for any damage or anything out of. I do not trust this guy.
Yeah, sure. Give me just a perception check then. Unless you're gonna like go out of your way to like literally just like really hone in on stuff. Actually, it's just a perception of your weakness. That's right. Never mind. Yeah. God damn. This ship has seen its fair share of battle for sure. Not like ship to ship battle either. There's plenty of planks that have been completely replaced. There's definitely sections of this ship that are newer than others. It seems to be in decent shape. It is, like I said, it's well maintained and has seen a lot.
Yeah,
In fact,
I'll
with
fill
a-
out the document as if I'm like moving into a new apartment and need to
Yeah.
document everything that's wrong with the place before using it.
Yeah. And there's probably, with a 30, you probably noticed that there's some superficial damage on the mast that is very reminiscent of like some sort of claw mark. Like a
I'm back.
if a claw mark could leave scorch marks.
Yeah, I'll point that out and ask if he plans on patching that one out.
Of course not. It's too emblematic of one of my greatest hits, Butcher of the Seas. Your friend has a starring role in this. Have you never heard my music?
Not one for music.
Perhaps a play. I do have some playwrights. Tell you what, and he reaches into a pocket and he pulls out 2 tickets that he just seems to keep on his person.
Is there a date on the tickets, or is this just whenever you show up?
It seems like they're just 2 front row seats for whenever.
Huh.
Honored at all locations.
Yeah, all 1 locations.
I'm torn. Do I accept them to shut him up?
Yeah.
Or do I avoid them because there's clearly a string attached?
We need his boat.
Need service.
I'll take them. I will not verbally promise to go, but I will take the tickets.
Okay.
Give them to your worst enemy.
Says perhaps
can
you can
scalp
convince
them.
your friend to go as well. It's been ages since I've been able to converse with him.
You would invite Shiloh to a play in which you portray him as a murderer.
It's only fair.
That's ghastly.
You haven't seen the play.
You're right. I will let him decide what he would like to do.
Wonderful. He kind of gestures to the paper. Everything in order. I do have places to be. Plus, my ship has to be ready for tomorrow.
Yes, everything appears in order, and
He bellows louder. My ship has to be ready for tomorrow. And you hear a distant groan below deck.
I'm going to excuse myself
Okay.
as many times as it takes to get away from him.
It's more than it should. It's okay. And now we can cut back to Shiloh and the gang.
The gang charters a boat.
Yeah.
I think we're on our way out from Shiloh's and on our way back.
Yeah, it's fair.
Well, before we left, Val would ask, No, never mind. Not that petty. I'm pretty petty, but not that petty.
Okay.
No. Oh,
Shiloh,
boy.
tell him about the flying sky hydra.
Just everyone.
Yeah, so basically descended out of the sky. Nobody knew what to make of it. And then we shot it a couple times and went back up into the air. Skeptical looks all around.
You're forgetting the part where Val mounts the thing's tail and cuts it off. You know, after it's dead.
Then goes for a ride.
It goes for a ride.
Alright. So if you guys are gonna leave Shiloh's, what's next on the docket?
Resupply, so we're ready to go.
Alright. I assume after that it's just prepare to meet up for the next day.
Pretty much. I need to buy some rations just in case, but we were out.
Alright.
Even though I don't need to eat.
I can't remember. Did the party set a meeting point in the morning?
No.
Yeah, I imagine you'll figure it out and meet somewhere.
At the docks.
Alright. It's a fresh day. Sun shining. The docks are plenty busy, especially one ship in particular, seeming to be in crunch time.
We're at the docks now.
Yeah. Unless you had something else you want to do before the next day.
No, that's fine.
So I figure you guys would retire for the night, rest, meet back up in the morning. Seems like you're meeting at the docks. So the docks are alive with activity. Ships are being loaded and unloaded.
So which one's ours?
Yeah, what'd you get us, Sophia?
The round one.
I'm sorry, the what?
It's what the cartographers have an agreement for.
Yes, but why does it look like that?
Yeah, you couldn't have got us a better boat.
Nonsense.
Thought y'all
It
had
looks-
a bit more resources.
It
Don't.
looks reliable.
Do not speak to the captain.
Yeah, speaking of, what did your friends say? Don't we have a different boat we could take?
Yeah, from Captain Fritz Maroney.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Oh no.
No.
You're joking, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, the CSS Morone Star.
Kill me.
Woo!
That surely can't be right.
Yo, I feel so bad for Val.
Well,
Started
I
this journey, she would've
inspected
been
it.
so excited.
The damage is superficial. Everything is in order.
Look,
It should see us to our destination.
there wouldn't even be damage if this hasn't seen dozens of journeys across the waters. You'd rather trust some brand new, fresh out the shop boat that's never even seen the water?
Well, I mean,
And he claims that Shiloh is a murderer.
I kind of got that vibe.
Well, look at that, boss. We got the weird ship.
You know what? Val shrugs. Fuck it.
let's
It'll
give
probably
it
be
a
fun.
try. Yeah. Let's have some fun with this.
Corvo,
Hey, is the captain annoying?
Like you
Okay.
wouldn't believe.
Yeah, his ship really gives off that vibe. At least we could fuck with him during the trip.
We can talk about the Hydra.
Nah, I think I'm done talking about the Hydra.
Do not give him anything to write about.
But what?
Do not. Not a single word about the Hydra.
Well, fine. Well, what about the robot?
You're welcome, guys.
Especially not the robot.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. He hears nothing of... Until we land in West Crown, all cartographer activities are classified.
Even Sire?
Especially Sire.
Got it. I don't think he'll like that.
If Sire wants to make an appearance, he can come himself.
Agreed. I don't know. I'm excited for this. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna find these guys. Gonna go on an adventure. This is gonna be great. I can't wait to find these guys. I really hope we do.
And I bet as if on cue, the captain will make his presence known.
Yeah, what guys are we finding?
Oh no, it's if you approach the ship, the captain is topside, barking
Nonsense orders.
a bunch of nonsense orders. Like he knows boat words, but he doesn't know where they're supposed to go.
Yeah, throw that down in the
Down in the crow's
in the
nest.
crow's nest.
Throw that down in the thing you could do. You do it with your hands. It's like a cup, like shit. The cup. Throw them down in the
Yeah.
cup.
So the way I'm imagining it is he'll mention the crow's nest, but instead of crow's nest, he'll call it the Raven Pit.
The Raven Pit. Put him in the Raven Pit.
Put him in the boat.
No,
hat.
that's the name for the brig.
What are we seeing out of the Wren Roost?
Uh,
I want to be out of here by 8 bells.
Down in the pigeon stack.
He insists on calling it Messy Hall instead of Mess Hall. And no matter what people say, like, could you please stop?
How long is the
And
trip?
every rope is a bosun's chair.
To West Crown? How
Yeah,
long is it?
he learned one knot, and like it's his favorite knot, so he calls every knot that knot. Oh yeah, let me put a sheep shank right in here. Like it's just no,
Yeah.
that's
It's
just
the
a bowline.
worst knot for the job.
The
But he still
bowline.
wants to use it.
how long till West Crown?
It
But
depends
like
on the,
in time.
it depends on the seas, right?
Right. Okay.
What's like a range?
Ballpark a week, give or
Yeah.
take a couple days.
Usually something like a week.
I mean, I'm sure my dog can handle it.
Your dog? Does it need
Yeah.
food or something?
Well, hold on.
I've got a bunch of feet.
All
At
dogs
least
need
a month's
food.
worth.
Don't worry, there will be food provided in the Messy Hall.
And I assume he leads all of the all the sea shanties,
Oh yeah.
but they're all quite wrong. Like, what do we do with the drunken sailor? And then everything after that is
Yo
instead
ho,
of like
down
beat the
we're
shit.
going. Yo ho, down we're going.
Instead of beat the shit out of the drunken sailor, it's get him some food to go with that drink.
What do we do with a sober guardsman? What do we do with a sober guardsman? What do we do with a sober guardsman?
Please make it stop. He thinks the bosun's rope end is a pastry. Give him a taste of the bosun's rope end. Give him a taste of the bosun's rope end.
Jeez.
But what does he call a sheepshank or a bowland?
That one
No,
knot,
he calls it a bowline.
you know, the one makes shape with fingers. That one knot. Up and around the pole, the rabbit goes in, the rabbit comes out. You know what I'm talking about. We're talking about that knot.
The sheep's end.
Yeah, just tie a bell end right here.
You know, the one that looks like a volleyball.
Oh, tie the circle knot.
Just give me a bunch of double knots. Just knot it a bunch of times. It'll be alright.
Yeah, there's no nautical knots on this boat. It's all just a bunch of fucking just normal knots. Just one hand knots.
You just
Granny
does it
knots
over
and
and over.
bow ties.
Yeah, just did it multiple times.
Slaps it. That baby ain't going anywhere.
They're just
Everything's
like,
got 2 or 3 ropes attached. Cause
Sir Captain,
they're
please
all
let us
using-
do the knot. But he insists he do it because he's the only one who knows how.
You don't do it right.
See, you're only doing one knot. You're doing it wrong.
he doesn't have a first mate. He just has a second mate.
Yeah. What if that knot fails?
He is his own first mate.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's like when the director and the producer, it's all the same guy.
And the lead actor.
Yeah. It's
Right.
director, producer, lead actor.
It's like a like you could have put it all in the one shot. Director, producer. But
yeah.
no, it's like spaced
three-
out.
So
it's
you've got
three
3.
frames, and it's only one. It's only him on each frame.
Captain Fritz Maroney.
Yeah.
First
First
mate
mate.
Fritz
Fritz
Maroney.
Maroney.
Navigator.
Fritz
Fritz
Maroney.
All right.
Oh no, it's Oblivion all over again. It's the same actor.
Have we set sail?
Oh, it's up to you guys. Set sail.
Well,
Oh,
hold on.
yeah.
First,
Do we
first-
have Did anyone prepare anything for morale for the crew?
Well, yeah. First off, I'm gonna ask the captain directly. Where's my room?
You're gonna ask the captain directly where your room is?
Yeah.
He'll stop barking orders for a minute and say, "Oh, a pleasure to meet a fan. You will be staying with the crew."
Yes, and my room is next to the crew's.
Yes, it's the same as the crew's.
Uh-huh.
It's like imagine the biggest room we could fit on a ship. And sometimes there's cargo in there, but not this time.
Saki furls her brow and kind of grumbles and walks off. Goes to Corvo. They didn't get me a room.
Now that doesn't make any sense.
You know, I can read the room. I'll be in my room. And he walks through two big double doors.
Now, close sleeping quarters will form tight bonds between us all.
I don't know if it's such a good idea, Razzie.
It's expected. We're an adventuring group. We'll be sleeping back to back on the road.
Think we'll do just fine. Yeah.
All right, but I'm warning you.
Saki sighs and pulls a piece of rope out of her bag and walks down to the cruise area. And being sure to stomp all the way down. And go tie a rope off and rope trick for the night.
I brought my own room.
There's not even a window.
After being secluded in the rope trick for a while, I'm gonna pull out a book at some point during preparation for the next day. Let me just pop this in here.
In the pre-arrival, period, anyone want to help with moving a keg of mead, just to keep the crew happy?
Nihilus will
My pleasure.
flex and just.
Because that's 80 pounds.
Yeah, I got you.
And Nihilus will flex and like, I'll help!
Oh, where are you buying it from?
I'm sure there's somewhere in town that I could pick something up.
The
Yeah,
dry
I'm sure
county?
there's a local brewery. They'll deliver it to the docks.
Oh,
They're
perfect.
not going to load it onto the ship.
Right.
When it gets to the docks, it's up to the dock workers to get it up on the ship. Which, I guess while you guys are up topside, waiting to ship off, this keg gets dropped off at the front there, and the one of the dock masters whistles, and you see a rather large figure come over and hoist the keg over one shoulder, and then walk up the gangplank, and then set it down on one of the nets that's set to hoist a bunch of supplies down below.
All right, what's with the keg?
If we have to listen to the captain too much, I don't want to remember any of it.
You're supposed to bring oranges. I didn't bring any oranges.
Sophia, you're my favorite chronicler yet.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You are the chronicler, which means you have to take down everything he says.
Mission doesn't start until we land in West Crown.
Do we have anything else that we need before we take off? Because I'm good. I've got everything.
I think I'm good. Doing pretty well. On the ship, Nihilus is going to actually... He begins writing in a journal. Not in a rope trick, though.
Now, who would do that?
No using rope trick after we set sail.
Yeah, Tiksaki is that Saki.
He'll grumble. Fine.
We don't know where you'll end up.
You'll end up exactly where we left you.
Was hoping I could get out of this. Oh no, boat left without me. What do I do?
Yeah, I think we're ready to more or less set sail.
Okay.
If anyone's willing to listen at night, Saki will read some of her book. Just read out a quick couple of... If you ever done like those little... I imagine it's like the little Proverbs type thing.
A devotional.
Just a couple of... little quips, little stories, things like that.
Yeah, well. One thing that a lot of charter ships do is that they carry a bunch of cargo from place to place. And it looks like that's what's happening here. There are a number of factors that go into the sailing of the ship. One of them is the winds, basically. If the winds are at your back, then it's faster, obviously. And it is apparent that the winds are not. And worse still, most ships stay very close to the shoreline, but they stay within visibility of the shoreline. This ship stays much closer than that. Right?
It's like a schooner.
No, this ship is definitely capable of not doing this. But,
Gotcha.
like, whereas a lot of ships might do something like this, it's basically right up against the shoreline. Like, it doesn't go into Lake Messini, but it may as well.
Let's just say that's dangerous, eh?
Well, the reason given is that it is much safer to stay in shallow waters.
Monsters and all.
Yeah, more like that. It takes 18 days.
Ooh, probably worth bringing up at this point then,
16
as
days, I'm sorry.
we are sharing a room, right? Corvo doesn't sleep
Ever.
ever, and
Nihilus only go on.
his eyes kind of glow orange at night. It's like a reflective orange. Like if you shine a
Like looking
flashlight
at a
at a
cat's
cat.
eye.
Yeah. So, anytime if you like wake up in the middle of the night or something, he's just sitting around watching.
He and Nihilus would probably hang out on the ship a lot, because Nihilus only needs 2 hours of sleep.
Probably.
I'm gonna sleep a lot.
I should have bought more mead.
Oh yeah, the mead runs dry on like day 4.
10 gallons wasn't enough.
You're subjected to so many full-on productions that the crew seems forced into contractually.
How have they not mutinied?
Contractual.
As a chronicler, it is my duty to point out every logical fallacy and bad writing practice and write a scathing review.
2 stars.
Do you want me to roll linguistics?
Hang on. I want to help.
Yeah. In fact, let's double check his work here completely.
And because this is a task of the chronicler, this is being immortalized in our paperwork. Oh wow, you've got more in linguistics than I do.
Finally,
this is-
something fun to do.
This is harsh. This is so soft.
Wow. You guys are doing a good job.
Pretty scathing review.
Well, you know, if his play wasn't shit, we wouldn't have to write one.
I just want to know what the plan is with the review after it's written.
Like I said, it is part of the chronicle. It will be reported to command when we make it back to civilization after more than 2 weeks. It was
Also-
supposed to be a 7-day trip.
Well, the wind wasn't at our side.
Okay, yeah, sure, but
Oh, and throughout all of this, Val would fuck with the production constantly by excuse me, hiding any props that they use in different areas of the ship every time.
See,
Yeah.
how often is Saki reading her book?
Just like a few, excuse me, a few passages every night.
She may notice a little rat trying to mage hand a few things off of her person.
Okay. Like what?
Like any loose things that she has on her person that are obviously shiny.
She's got a ring on her finger. She's got a shiny headband.
There we go. The shiny headband. A little rat every now and then will appear nearby. A little white rat. Get up on its hind legs and just start kind of moving its front paws around, wiggling its little fingers, and it's trying to lift the headband off of her head.
He must have some halfling in him.
She's gonna also make some motions and push it back down with an equivalent force.
The rat keeps trying, and then gives up and runs back to Nihilus.
And she's gonna... Okay, she's gonna try and send a mental message to it. And be like, maybe next time.
Using message?
Yeah.
You can hear it squeak.
Just in your brain, squeak.
I mean, see Saki just kind of giggling to herself over there.
You can only speak to Nihilus.
That's true.
Yeah, she's not even looking at it. She's just kind of giggling to herself off in the corner.
Yeah, that's something that would probably happen like every night. The little rat comes over to the person with the shiny ring and headband and keeps trying to snag it.
After a while, she's gonna try a couple of like different things. She's gonna just take different stuff out of her bag and like place it in different spots, like pretend to be asleep and just kind of mess with the mouse. As soon as she sees a move, she's gonna pull it further away.
Yeah, it seems like the little mouse is having fun too, trying to steal your belongings.
It's like $1 on a string for the rat.
Pretty much. But you would notice that it's never too far away from Nihilus. Like it always stays within a certain range. I mean, he did mention it's a 14-year-old rat. Well, mouse.
That's an old boy.
Yeah. And he doesn't look a day over 3.
3 is still very old for a rat.
I was like, mentally, I was like, I don't know if that's old or not.
That's like the last year.
Yeah.
He doesn't look a day over 95.
Yeah, the rat is
Doesn't
just
look
being
a
playful
day
aside.
over degenerative bone disease.
Ugh.
No, I would imagine him was much sprier than 3 then.
Yeah, he's probably doesn't look a day over 1.
There you go.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's having fun trying to steal. It's probably not the only thing he's trying to snag, but he's not very good at it. Or at least not very good at using Mage Hand to do it.
Now the unattended tip jar.
You guys are putting tips in the tip jar?
Yeah, who's tipping?
Oh, see, I thought those were for us.
Or during the performance?
Yes.
Yeah, he's not very good as he does not have a rank in
Put the scathing review in
sleight
the
of
tip
hand.
jar.
I imagine the crew were required to tip.
It's part
When-
of the contract. He intentionally overpays them by like a little bit. Like, this is
Exactly one
basic
tip.
allowance for tipping their
Yeah.
BAT.
Actually, after a while, I'm gonna go to Nihilus. I'm gonna pull him aside. Be like, hey you.
What's up?
You're let me get that. He's gonna look around. You think that little guy could get something off the captain?
Well, he's kind of tried to snag things before, but he's been more of a lookout for me, and even I'm not that good at, snagging things.
Just saying, if you get some personal belonging of his, a little something.
Not sure what you're up to, but
You give it back.
it's true.
But I just want to take a look at it.
What you want?
Having looked at the captain, is there like any small external piece of accessory or clothing or something?
External piece?
Yeah, something that like he would kind of wear, but maybe it would be on the outside, or just like a pin off a jacket or something small like that.
I'd say he probably has. There's probably at least one day where he is in like the stereotype of a ship captain's get up, right? But it's
Full regalia.
yeah, it's like way over the top though. Like he has a bunch of pins, like a lot of pins, like too many pins, like bordering on North Korea general pins.
Some of them are mutually exclusive, but of course he wouldn't know that.
Right, like they're pins that like
He's both a captain and a major.
yeah. And I guess Nihilus, you're gonna have to give Squeakers a sleight of hand check to try to mage hand a pin away. You wait for some opportune moment. Shit. Hold on. Your boy the rat has an 18 in sleight of hand?
Oh shit, I'm muted. No, that's a stealth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's trying to be a little sneaky, but he'll sneak around to the captain, staying still within range of Nihilus, and try and snag a pin. And he's not very good at it.
Oh no. How does he only have a +1? Is he got a dex roll?
Oh, you're totally right. I'm looking at sense motive. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
He
Well, that's
doesn't
just
know what
one higher.
what the pin means.
He doesn't have any ranks in sleight of hand.
Sleight of paw.
Yeah, sleight of paw.
Sleight of mage hand.
But doesn't he use your ranks if you have any?
I don't. I'm a sorcerer, not a rogue.
Yeah, also technically you can't use sleight of hand with mage hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Also technically, mage hand is casting a spell and it's not something you can do while stealthed.
Okay.
Even if it is a spell-like ability.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine Squeakers probably tried to be sneaky, got up on the railing, is standing up on his hind legs, making a show of trying to steal
Chirping
something
at
from the
him.
captain. Yeah.
Yeah, mage hand holds stuff, but it can't do any kind of delicate work. You need 3 levels in Arcane Trickster to be able to use Disable Device and Sleight of Hand with Mage Hand.
Oh well, I mean, I imagine he's just not very good at it.
He still tried.
He's still trying,
Yeah.
but he's not an arcane trickster.
Yet.
Yet.
I mean, he has an int of 8. He doesn't know what he's doing. Well,
So
kind of
probably
knows.
See,
That's a toddler.
they'll see their hat like kind of lifting up a little bit. They'll grab it back down and like, who is it? And there's like a glowing rat in the background.
Magical squeaking from the background.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
That's perfect.
What's that rat?
Squeak!
What's a rat doing?
I have to know, does Fritz have a toupee?
Sure.
Like, I imagine he's balding.
I don't know how old Fritz is.
I don't either. I've got Fritz is young.
Yeah.
I know some people who went bald as early as like 25.
No, I see Fritz as having a full head of hair.
Yeah.
He Fritz is not an unattractive man.
Well, physically.
Well, physically. Once they
Conversationally
start learning about
repulsive.
the personalities, like see, he tries to get them into bed before they talk too much.
Yeah, I imagine there's plenty of rat mage hand shenanigans. He's not good at stealing things.
That's what the captain's worried he has a magical rat infestation.
Yeah.
In fact, that may be his next play.
Yeah, it becomes his whole ship becomes the mousetrap.
Oh no.
He's just spending his whole time trying to capture a rat that may or may not exist.
It's the plot of Mouse Hunt.
That's
Except
the
it's
movie
on a
I was
boat.
thinking of.
Captain Fritz is Nathan Lane.
As it disappears every night
Alright. Do we
for
wanna
2 hours.
take 5 before docking?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Alright. Be right back.
And hey, Nihilus made a friend out of sake through squeakers.
Yeah.
Be right back.
If only we could have gotten one of those pins. I was gonna read the history of those objects so hard.
Nothing but disappointment.
We'll get them next time.
Do a little fast forward to some combat.
I mean, we
Right,
could always
Fritz.
just initiate combat now.
No, we don't initiate.
We can always instigate combat now. It's legal if you say they're coming right for us before you roll initiative.
So glad that Captain Fritz gets to
Be right back.
live on.
I'm back.
He back.
I'm totally glad I have squeakers as a familiar now. Now I actually remember I have him. And hey, he gives me a +2 on fortitude saves.
What kind of bonus is that?
+2. It's the familiar bonus. You see. I think it's untyped.
Okay. I'm gonna say if no one has a resist cloak yet,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna treat this like a WoW raid, and I'm gonna be an old paladin from regular vanilla WoW and just buff you guys every minute.
Yeah, I don't have a cloak of resistance.
Yeah, every time I re-up once a minute through a dungeon, just add resistance. I'm just gonna tap you every couple of moments, just
Yeah, I got myself Headband of Charisma, Ring of Sustenance, and a handy haversack.
okay. Good, all good stuff.
Yeah, I had to get the Ring of Sustenance because Nihilus was so happy with his bread thing, but he couldn't get it again.
Hmm.
His bread ring. Now he doesn't need to eat or drink at all. But oh man, I'm gonna have fun with squeakers in social situations. It's gonna be fun. One day I have to remember what I gave him that day. So if I say he used Mage Hand and we're still on the same day, he still is stuck with Mage Hand.
Hmm.
But I could give him Skilled and give him a +8 in Sleight of Hand. The way I kind of picture it is his ability is based off Nihilus's dreams.
Hmm.
So like often he'll dream of him and Squeakers doing fun things together. But it could change.
This needs to be a cartoon.
Yeah. Squeakers, Nihilus, and Saki. Something I'm looking forward to is him getting ghost sound and scaring people.
Oh no, just up at all hours of the night, just spooking people.
I mean, he's got an intelligence of 80. He's a little baby rat with magic.
Little baby 18-year-old rat.
14.
14, okay.
He's just a baby. He doesn't mean it. Oh yeah, and aside from the magic items, I got a ton of adventuring gear. Oh shit, something else I forgot to mention. Nyla smokes. Like, he had that skull pipe. I don't know if it was magic or not, but he
I'm
would have
back.
gotten another one.
Chips.
Where were you going to get another one?
Or not another one that looks similar.
Oh, okay.
So he just has a skull-shaped pipe that he smokes from. So emo.
It just reminds me of that movie, The Phantom. You remember the one?
No, I've never seen it or heard of it.
Yeah, old school comic book hero, The Phantom, the guy who wears the purple suit.
You mean
And he-
Phantom Limb?
no, before that.
You mean the Shadow?
The Shadow. No, the Phantom. He has a skull cave, and they had that movie back in like either the late '90s or early 2000s. I think it was late '90s. The Phantom.
Let me look this up.
Who was the star?
Yeah, 1996. The Phantom.
Interesting.
Billy Zane.
And his skull ring.
Yeah. And
Okay.
whenever they first go to his hideout, which is like an island in this with like a big skull on top of it, they live in that skull.
That's amazing.
Guy lights a cigarette as soon as he walks in. Butler's like, "No smoking in the skull cave."
They
That's
just had
just
to
what
throw
it
that
made me
scene
think
in
of.
so you could know what it was called.
Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah,
that's a good superhero movie.
I guess I'll have to see it. Yeah, I totally forgot to mention that. Yeah, Nyla smokes. I have tobacco and everything.
Classic.
Are we there yet?
Oh, is everybody back already?
I am.
Oh, we took 10?
Well, that was 13 minutes ago, regardless.
Not that we're counting or anything.
Wait a minute. Are we there yet? I didn't even realize we went on break.
Yeah. Leave me alone.
Let's do it.
Okay.
I have to cloak up once we get to West Crown. I'm a wanted man around these parts.
Oh yeah? What for?
Broke out some jailbirds.
A wanted link.
Wanted them.
All right, I'm back.
All of the
we're
wanted
still missing
posters are
somebody.
wallet sized.
Ryan.
Hmm.
You gotta tell him that the Phantom's superpower is gun.
That's right. It really is.
His superpower is gun.
It literally just shoots people.
He doesn't do any. He doesn't have any special powers or anything. He just shoots people and runs around in a purple suit.
It's such a good movie.
Did you tell him about the ring?
Look, I didn't want to.
Oh yeah, I saw the ring.
Wait,
Yeah.
what
Yeah, so
movie?
the ring does stuff. The ring is magic.
But guns are also really good superpowers.
What movie are we talking about?
The Phantom.
With Billy Zane.
Classic,
Don't
classic
feel bad.
90s movie.
Silence is the correct option when it comes to somebody mentioning the Phantom.
Yeah, I think we're all here.
Definitely not to be confused with The Shadow, which also had a movie in the 90s.
I feel like I have to go watch this movie now because
The Shadow's better. Watch The Shadow. The Shadow's special power is gun, but it's also he went to Tibet and he learned a special trick to where if he stares at people, he can become invisible to them. And then he shoots them.
what?
That's the Shadow. That's what the Shadow does. That's a special power. He can turn invisible by looking at you, and then he shoots you.
I feel like he could just shoot people and then it wouldn't matter if they saw
Right? He
him.
doesn't need to do the invisible part, but he
So-
does.
He only becomes invisible to you. Everyone else still
Only to
witnessed
you.
him commit a murder.
And it's only if you look at his eyes.
So
Yeah.
hold on. Why
Every-
did anybody make that as their D&D character?
Because guns. Dual wielding guns is really difficult in D&D.
No,
And
no,
this
no, no.
man
You don't have
dual
to
wields
dual wield
guns and never runs out of ammo. To be the Shadow, you do. That's all he does is he dual wields fucking
You literally
pistols.
just have to get into anything that allows you to vanish per vanish, and then take some levels in Rogue and one level in Gunslinger.
The Shadow comes from a fucking radio show, and every single episode of the radio show starts with, so like the Shadow's the whole thing is that he opens up combat being invisible, and he says something ominous to the bad guy, and then they start shooting. So
Yeah.
he'll like, the bad guy's like, haha, I'm breaking into a bank, see? And you'll hear like, they've got reverb on the voice and everything, and he'll be like, who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows. And like, that's it. It goes into it, and he's like, where is he? Where's the guy? It's fucking great. He's invisible, haha.
Does he break invisibility once you start shooting?
Yeah.
Of course.
Of course.
And this is just a D&D character.
He's a vigilante. He's literally vigilante because he's got a fucking social persona, and his fucking name is Lamont Cranston. He's prototype Bruce Wayne. He's a fucking billionaire playboy.
Billionaire playboy by day, turns invisible and shoots people by night. Of course.
And there's a 1990s movie starring Alec Baldwin as the Shadow.
No.
Oh no. How many people
He
survived
can't keep getting away with it.
Oh.
How many cameramen lived through that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're all here.
And
Alright.
the cameraman? To shreds, you say.
Yeah.
He also wears the prosthetic
And the
nose when he's the
producers.
Shadow.
Yeah. How are the producers holding up? Alright. Back to the thing, I suppose.
This is the Shadow. This is Alec Baldwin with the prosthetic nose. That's the disguise.
That's it. Anyway, 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks on the boat. Docking is more of a hassle than it needs to be. But eventually, you guys are able to dock in... Oh, actually, hold on. Let's back up a little bit. So, the new characters probably haven't actually been to West Crown before.
From West Crown.
From West Crown?
Myself.
Okay. Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember now. You brought that up because you didn't live in the city proper or in the Undercity. It was it's kind of moved around.
Yeah. Little roving clan.
Okay. Let's see. It looks like you guys are gonna dock in the Ivory Serpents territory of the Undercity. Yep.
Alrighty. Yeah.
I will be more than happy to be free of this ship.
The light of day is snuffed out by the darkness of the Undercity as you guys dock, and the faint blue glow from all the lampposts and from the inverted spire. At the crest of the city.
Well, Nihilus will say to the new members of our party, welcome to West Crown. This is the Undercity.
I say it in unison with Nihilus.
Oh, you've been here.
Yep, this is my old stomping grounds. In fact, if you see any guards, let me know. I'm going to try to stay clear from those guys.
Oh.
Aren't you a paladin?
That's right. A breaker of chains, no matter who binds them.
What did you do to get in trouble with the guards here?
Like I said, I knocked down a jailhouse. Well, a jailhouse with quotation marks. It was really just a shack that they kept a bunch of slaves in. Yeah, I got
But it was an
one
actual
time.
jailhouse.
But it was an actual jailhouse, though. It was just a jailhouse.
It's just a jailhouse.
Just breaking chains.
She just staged a prison break.
Yeah. It's 100% what happened. Slavery is not legal in Westcraft.
And question about this, like, did you have any compatriots with you, or did you do it on your own?
Oh, that
Just
one I
ask
did
the
on my own.
cops.
That's why I was sent out.
The
Exodus.
people you rescued from there, did they all make it out alive?
I wouldn't know. I was pretty much told to get out of the town pretty soon afterwards by my folks.
Did you get paid to do that?
Oh no, not at all.
Why'd you do it?
It is what Kazukawa requires.
He doesn't
Yeah,
like.
guys.
Sophia has notably stopped taking notes and is just looking on in wide-eyed horror, like,
Notably,
Oh, no.
no note notations.
Didn't you guys hear? It was the right thing to do.
Val, you can see Val. Sophia can see Val giving her like the slicing at the neck motion, like the "don't record this."
Yeah. Well, I give you props for knocking down a slave ring, I guess, but yeah, we can stay clear of the guards.
Oh, they are aplenty. I'll just try to stay out of sight.
Maybe pull your cloak up a little.
Exactly.
So we do have to pay a visit to a giant snake.
We get to meet a giant snake.
You get to meet a giant snake. Hopefully, if they let us in, we might just get a sassy Catman.
Even better. Honestly, this is going to make the entire trip tolerable.
Oh, right.
Also, we should probably stock up on supplies for the trip while we're here. Get some extra rations, all that good stuff. Or we could just hunt on the road.
Were we
Any
eating any
y'all,
rations over that time, or were there like, did we get like some catering on the ship?
Oh yeah, there was plenty of catering on the ship.
Okay.
Yeah, that's they. The captain had mentioned that they were not bringing cargo, but there was still a bunch of stuff in the cargo hold, and it was because they were gonna take their sweet time getting here.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm still good on rations then.
You're still full from the messy hall.
So next time we go somewhere comfortably, we can ask him.
Oh yeah, it's a leisurely pace. He did it for safety reasons. Red, he's a coward.
We were basically on a cruise liner.
Sort of. Very small one.
Speaking of, is there any kind of like tourist trappy kind of gimmicky kind of pins and clothing shop? Whenever we get in?
Shop.
Yeah, like a little tourist trap.
Hawkers
but,
in the
like,
alley
deli?
and
Nothing in the Undercity is touristy.
So it's very much like a working man's port.
Yeah.
Okay.
Working man, stealing man, shanking man. You know.
So, Port Allen.
Yeah. It's got port right in the name.
Got Undercity right in the name too.
I mean, to be fair, the territory you're in is on the nicer side, right? Ivory Serpents, you know, They're okay folks. They have guard dogs that walk people around.
So yeah, why are we paying a visit to the snake again?
Well,
Asking in character.
I figured, giant borderline deity like snake might be able to help us out with the whole she taps her head a few times.
The whole hair thing?
No.
Headache?
Oh, yes, the headaches. Yeah, that would be a big help.
The whole displacement thing that we've been feeling. I'm
And-
really tired of dancing around this, okay?
We should probably check in with Lucius as well. Lucius? However you say his name.
Out of character, who?
The guy who asked us to get that family out of Agorian.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess.
You're actually in a very good
In his
spot.
territory?
Yeah. Lysius. One of Lysius's main priorities is that he manages the shipwright. Or not the shipwright, but one of the more important shipwrights in the dock area of the Ivory Serpents. So it's actually quite easy to find him. You guys only have to walk a few docks down where they're working on a ship. And Lysius is there going through some notebooks. Looks like he's mathing some things out.
Yeah, I just wanted to check with him on how the family was doing, if they're adjusting well.
Okay. Do we want to go visit the snake lady?
If Razzie has issues with the guard, I imagine that would be very bad topside.
I'm quite good at getting about without being seen.
Yeah,
Well-
she's been underfoot this whole time.
Oh. Well, if you believe you'll be safe up top, I guess we could go, but I mean, we'd essentially be walking into the leader of West Crown's main base of operation.
Yeesh, that is a tall order.
Yeah,
Yeah, if
so
Razzie is from this area, she would know about the leadership structure, I would imagine, right?
Sure, Dustin probably doesn't.
You were here.
Yeah, but there's so many leaderships and so many structures.
Maybe Razzie wouldn't. Seems to have a little bit of a disdain for authoritative figures anyway.
Not particularly. Why would you say that?
Particularly
You staged a prison
jail
break.
wardens.
I have a disdain for tyrants.
Yeah, wrong authority.
Gets
Razzie sees
arrested.
people
I
doing
didn't
prison
elect
labor.
you!
I know what happened now. Razzie saw people doing prison labor
Yeah.
and staged a prison break because they thought it was slavery.
Please
Yeah,
escorting a man
just-
back to prison. She comes and breaks his handcuffs.
So yeah, maybe. I mean,
Yeah, on second thought, maybe we should just be in West Crown as little as possible.
yeah. So we check in on Lysians, and then we get out of here and go do our mission.
So I assume we didn't arrive at the ass crack of dawn, so we'd probably have a day in town to get any affairs in order before we leave. Transport. Horses, carts, what are we looking at? What do
Niles
people
quickly
want?
says, "No downs."
No downs.
What's that?
What's a down?
A demon
Don't
dog.
worry about it.
They are
Really?
not resistant to blunt force trauma.
That sounds awful.
Awesome.
What
Yeah.
part? Wait.
They're not resistant to blunt force trauma. That sounds awesome.
Awful. Just the whole idea of a demon dog. A corrupted beast as cute as this? She'll point to her. Beautiful dog.
Oh,
Dog?
I forgot you
When
have
when did you get a dog?
He's been on her dog pretty much the whole time.
She has a riding dog.
She is a paladin.
I'm imagining the old level 30 finally got a mount from the dawn of the internet.
Is this dog aligned at all? Just
It's just a dog.
okay. I didn't know if it was like a celestial one.
It's just sometimes dogs are just dogs.
Dogs are just dogs.
Who's
Thank
a
you,
neutral
Clyde
boy? Who's a neutral boy?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but if you're gonna go and check on Lucius, he'll let you know that the family
The
seems to be
Serapios.
yeah, the Serapio family seems to be adjusting well. But he wasn't expecting to see you back in town after what happened.
What did happen?
Shortly after you had returned, Igorian found ways around the Great Divide.
Oh. Should we not be here?
There are not household names. It's just a select few who do know that you left and came back. There's whispers, rumors of a group of your kin to blame for Igorian finally being able to move forces over the wastelands.
Out of
Then-
character, that's absolutely our fault.
Then, thank you for letting us know about the Serapio family, Val. I think we should get going.
I think we should go.
Wait, hey,
Could
we
we
just got
check
here.
on Sam and well, any
think,
other contacts that before we go?
I think we should
Like
go.
Boss's weapons? See if they're still open for business.
I can make a side trip.
And also, Corvo, as much as, Val, you're the commander.
No, speak your mind.
No, I just think, if we're being blamed for essentially leading a invading force to the city, we should get the heck out of here.
Well, it was stated that we're not exactly household names. It's
Yeah.
just cartographers that they're blaming, not us.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that.
Am I right about that?
I mean, there may be a couple that we had direct contact with that might remember.
Okay, then yeah, I suppose getting out of here as soon as possible is best. Let's see, someone unaffiliated with our group needs to go get supplies.
Well, technically speaking, Saki and I are hardly associated with your group.
Yeah, but can I honestly trust you guys to stay on target with my gold?
What is this supposed to mean? This affront to our character? How
Yeah.
dare you? How dare you, boss? We are your faithful servants.
This is a really shiny city.
He's calling us stupid. He thinks we can't make a good deal.
No, I don't think that you can't make a good deal. I'm saying that the city's really shiny,
I'll
and
keep an eye
I
on
get
Commander.
distracted here.
What
Um,
if Razzie goes with him?
A wanted?
Yeah, I think
Criminal?
Razzie's probably not the one we need to take.
Yeah, but Razzie also knows their way around.
Listen,
Yeah.
boss, commander, Val, me and Saki got this. Don't worry about it.
Do you know where you're going?
No.
All right, so then either I or Razzie needs to go with you.
Nihilus, I trust you.
I like
All right.
Hey, look. You know
Big
how
city,
to
there
live
are
on the land.
dozens of people wearing flamboyant outfits.
How hard can it be to find?
Yeah, I'm.
Realistically, Nihilus, in this city, you kind of fit in.
Then let's get going. Corvo, Saki.
Hold on. Val will fish
Yeah.
out some gold.
Money, please.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna give you 500 gold pieces.
All right. I'll
Get
add
us
it-
some supplies. Simple stuff. Nothing fancy. You know, if these guys don't have
Transportation, horses or carts.
horses, carts, rations. We need a full supply of rations for the trip.
Saki starts putting on a set of like big gothy boots. It's like, yes, of course, we got it.
All right. Then let's hurry.
Well, hang on. Have you seen how many laces that boot or not laces? Fuck. God damn it! What's the word? The fucking sockets on a boot.
Yeah.
Oops.
Hoops. Thank you. You seen how many hoops these boots have? We'll need to wait a minute.
Yeah. She spends a good several minutes getting it all set up and also puts on like a studded belt and everything. Extra cherry weight.
I'm trying to like, why do you wait until you get off the boat to get dressed? I don't understand.
No,
Look,
changing boots. You don't
there's
use
an actual
those
reason.
on a boat.
How did you guys manage to turn Val into Dawn?
You haven't killed your parents yet.
Yeah, I was gonna say. There's a life.
Nihilus is just kind of sitting there bouncing on his toes, just like, come on.
Nihilus.
Also, I like to imagine
Yeah.
that Nihilus is always the most flamboyant person in the room, and if someone
Yeah.
more flamboyant walks in, his clothes just get more flamboyant.
I imagine that's the case too.
Yeah,
And they never step back down.
yeah, they're always. That's just the new level.
And Nihilus will look to Val and just, look, I have a very bad feeling about being here, and I also really want to do this job.
I mean, I really want to do this job too, but we also need supplies and transportation.
I know, that's why I'm waiting for them and telling them to hurry up.
Hey,
Uh,
you gotta calm down. If you freak out, you will stick out like a sore thumb.
I already do.
Not in this city.
So Razzie is staying with Val and I.
Yes.
Somebody has to keep an eye on her.
Look, don't worry. We're gonna be very low key and understated. Corvo says behind his owl mask.
Corvo,
Right next to the man dressed as a peacock.
Give me a knowledge religion with advantage.
Who?
Corvo.
Religion.
Okay. Either one would have been fine. You have +6. That's pretty good, actually.
Religion is not a strong suit of mine.
Well, it's actually fairly easy for Corvo. It would have been it'd been a higher DC for other people, and it'll make sense why in a second here. As I mentioned, there's a bunch of dogs that are walking with people. Dogs that are wearing armor. And these dogs that are wearing armor are emblazoned with the symbol of Tanagar.
Huh?
In fact, it kind of pieces together for Corvo that this part of the city is in a perpetual state of night, and these dogs are filling the role of night watchmen for people.
Watchdogs. Hello, my brother in Tanagar.
I mean, they're just accompanying people. They're like service dogs. Yeah.
See, we don't even need Nihilus. The watchdogs will help us.
I'm still coming with you.
Well, that's fine. We'll leave when we're ready.
Saki seems extremely focused on getting the look just right. She'll also put away the big two-handed sword and put like a dagger under the belt. Brooch and cloak, she'll put on that.
So I guess what's Val, Sophia, and Razzie gonna do once these guys make their way?
As soon as they're out of eyesight and earshot, I'm gonna ask Razzie to point me in the direction of a different set of stalls for stocking up. Because I do not trust them with the provisioning budget.
It's fair.
But what if they actually succeed?
Don't worry about it.
Sophia.
So
It's my job to take care of the details, so you don't have to.
We should at least give them a chance.
So wait, what are
Better
they
to
actually
not
leaving?
take chances.
Yeah, what are they leaving to get exactly?
Rations and
Horses and rations.
Horses and rations. Got it.
Yeah. So we're going to do our best to find the a nice carriage, preferably fully cushion padded blankets. Plush.
I only gave y'all 500 gold.
I know. We're going to give you back some.
Only the finest of horses.
We'll see if we can find yeah, we'll get some rations and we'll get a very plush carriage.
And I want some West Crowny clothes.
Not a terrible idea.
Nihilus
With my money?
Provisions.
Provisions.
Nihilus shows he's holding the bag of gold.
Hey, Nihilus.
What?
Provisions.
Food and horses.
I need my outfit to do my job.
Food and horses.
It's very important to me. And she's gonna like look at Corvo like
See? Nihilus, come on.
All right.
One outfit. One outfit. How expensive could it be
Why do you need the outfit?
to do her job?
do my job.
If you can give me a better reason, I'll consider it.
It helps me focus.
Hmm.
She looks around to see who's listening. It takes a look. I have to focus really hard to do my powers.
So it affects your This kind of wiggles his fingers.
Uh-huh.
Does it have to be super expensive?
Yes. It helps.
I understand weird things for magic. I mean, I can't even explain my own magic, but fine. How much do you need?
And then she's gonna... what's the nicest store I can find?
In the Undercity?
I mean, if we have to... Look,
I'm
once
not
we have
saying.
horses,
Hold
it'll
on.
be...
And you know what? Nihilus, give me like a survival.
Can I give you a profession urchin check?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a perfect thing for this because it's going to be really relevant here.
All right, and we got ranks and profession freely, right?
I think so.
All right.
What's your sheet say?
I didn't write.
That's
I
what the
didn't.
roll was.
Yeah. All right. Normal. Oh my god!
Wow.
Wow.
And that's not even the right number.
I'm gonna
Shouldn't
say
you have a +5?
it should be at least a +5.
It's a plus. It's supposed to be a +10. Wait, why? What? Something's not right. I didn't do something right.
Did it not
3.
include the bonus skill ranks that we get for, homebrew
No,
rules?
it's totally correct. So it should be 32. It's just not adding it. See, can I see what it rolled? Because that's a 20 and I have +10.
It only added your wisdom.
That's weird.
What kind of clothing is Saki looking for?
So I hear, well, I guess that's the question. Probably the best that we can find in the area. Specifically, like a full outfit, brooches, boots, belts, cloaks, stuff like that. Vests.
Okay. So Nihilus is able to find someone who's willing to sell some very fine clothing. For about 100 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
Take just the pants, 50 gold.
Nihilus looks at Saki. It's like, is this what you want?
Hold on.
Yeah, we're talking about
Is that a reasonable price?
it's supposed to be way more expensive than this. This is he's selling it at less than cost.
I found the clearance sale.
Oh my god, okay, alright, jeez. It's like a magic.
Is faction.
Never let Val find out about this.
I thought it was gonna be like 10 gold at most.
No.
I don't think you understand what an urchin is. Or where you are. You're in the Undercity.
It's real Julia Roberts.
And
over
you
here.
did say it has to be expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Let me
It's
see.
very likely that this is secondhand goods.
Oh yeah.
Or
Pretty
probably
likely.
third
Yep.
hand at this point.
From a 5-finger discount.
See, you were essentially looking for a Royals outfit, which is 200 gold pieces.
I wasn't. I didn't mean it like
How
that.
about a noble's outfit, which is 75?
See, yeah, that's more what I was looking for.
This guy has a royal outfit for 100 gold pieces.
That. All right. Tell you what,
Fresh off the king's backside.
I'll throw in half on that. How's that sound?
All right, we'll
Okay.
take 50 out.
So you still have 450 from the provision funds from Val.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, on to food.
Remember when I was the one jumping in, doing stupid things?
I would have let you know that I already have a month's of rations for myself.
You're not with them.
Yeah, but they were talking about food earlier. I mentioned it. I just don't know if it was hurt.
Well, you also used up. Oh no, you didn't. So
Yeah.
are we able to find a place that will sell rations?
I mean, sure.
All right.
Do they have any wander meal?
Is that halfling only?
Is it halfling only? I don't think it is.
I think that might be. You might be thinking of halfling trail rations, which are not halfling only.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
They give some kind of boost. I don't recall what it is exactly. But they're like 3 times the price of a normal ration or something.
I guess
Yeah,
we'd
if
see.
anybody else tries to eat it, there's a fortitude save involved.
Oh man, that's totally not in the archives of Nethys entry. Oh, nope, you're right. No. The fortitude save is if you try to eat it for over a week.
Is that not the halfling trail rations?
No, it's wander meal.
Yeah, wander meal.
Eating it for over a week without other nutrients requires the eater to make a daily fortitude save or be sickened.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna say probably not. Probably don't
I-
have it. I bet
I
Razzie
could've
knows where
found it.
there's. Yeah, I bet Razzie knows where there's some.
That's okay. I've already got some, so I'm good.
Yeah, it's easy to find in quarantine. You just go to little
The bodega.
town.
Guy goes to one bodega, and that's all he can talk about.
So, for horses, are you guys planning on getting a horse for everybody, or what?
No,
I
told
think
you. Furnished carriage.
I was gonna ask if we can tone that down to a wagon, covered wagon.
I'll agree to covered.
So essentially, we need 2 horses and a covered wagon.
So
Okay.
covered wagon is 500 gold pieces.
How much for 2 horses?
It sure is, isn't it?
Horse is
A
50 gold, I
horse
think.
is
75 maybe?
75
Riding-
a piece.
Yeah, riding dog was 150.
I mean, if y'all need extra gold, I have extra gold.
All right. Now this is gonna look between Corvo and Saki, and just say, "I'll cover it."
Saki's just kind of happily checking out some of the new clothes, just like, oh,
Wrapped in her Balenciaga scarf.
All right. Can the merchant sell us all 3 items?
Buy something for the horses because it would be cute.
Just a hat.
As well as some horse feed for like a month.
Yeah, you also need like riding and stuff with the horses.
That's supposed to come all with the wagon purchase. Horses and
Yeah, it's what,
This is whatnot.
650 total.
That's so
Oh.
far 650.
650 plus feed. Feed is let's see, it's pretty cheap, I believe.
Yeah, I think it's probably
I
silver
think it's
pieces.
like a copper. Oh, let me look. Okay. Some new information in here that I wasn't
Yeah, here we
prepared
go.
to see.
It says under vehicles, a carriage is 100 gold.
Yeah, but a covered carriage is more.
The cloth really adds extra money.
Well, it's more than just cloth. It's actually you can.
A waxed
It
canvas.
protects you from the elements. You can sleep. It's like a tent. It doubles as a tent.
Feed is 5 copper per day,
Thank you. I knew it was something cheap.
so it's 10 or 1 silver per day for 2 horses.
1 silver per day for two horses, depending on how long you're going to be out there.
I said we
So
get it for a month. Yeah.
So 30 silver pieces. So that's 3 gold.
All right, so we're looking at 653 gold.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Who are you going to send into the Undercity to let them know that you got the stuff?
I will tell Corvo and Saki to remain with the wagon as I hand over the 450 from Val and 203 from my own pocket.
So she'll or Nihilus will leave you guys out there with the horses and the wagon and the beam of solid white light that shoots out into the what should be the night sky coming from the top of the city, and head back to get the others.
Yeah. Wait, how much food did we buy? Not for the horses, but for people.
150 gold worth of food, right?
What? I thought you didn't buy any gold because Razzie had a bunch of gold. Razzie had a bunch of food.
Yeah, I got a month worth of rations personally.
I've got 10 days so far.
Same.
What was the 150 for?
Oh, 150 is for the horses.
The 500 covers the horses.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. When you buy a new wagon by spending its cost in GP, this cost includes the horses needed to pull the wagon.
Yes.
In the same section where you're getting the price for the covered wagon at 500 gold, wagon statistics.
So I get 150 back?
Doesn't say any of that where I'm looking.
Where are you looking? You're looking at covered wagon on PFSRD?
Yep.
Click on wagon statistics. That covered wagon is a subpage for.
Covered wagon. Wagon statistics.
Here, I linked it in chat.
The consumption value. Gotcha. Well, that's probably why it's 500 gold then. Because it's counting
Alright.
the horse price.
Alright, so I get a pawn back.
Yeah, 150.
Alright, where'd it go?
But it's not plush.
I know.
Corvo will have to pay for retrofitting some aftermarket seats.
That's not right.
Okay, their idea of plush wasn't up to standard, anyways.
Put some LEDs in the
We'll
undercarriage.
see. We'll see a specialist about this.
Yeah, that's correct. Alright,
Get some spinners on these.
I'm still for stealing a car from the Ruby Devil Syndicate. Just
big
maybe
same.
not right now.
yeah,
Big same.
Actually, yeah.
Nihilus will have them stay with the wagon, and Nihilus will rush back to go and get the others.
Alright. What are the others doing in the meantime while all this shopping's happening?
I'll be right back.
Where we left?
Val is trying to keep Sophia from going out and buying her own set of stuff.
Blackjack.
Just like, come on, we have to give him a chance.
Buys the same exact
I
covered
have
wagon.
to stock up for. I can't use the cartographer's provision fund outside the city. I have to stock up now.
All right, well, what do you need to stock up on?
Provisions.
Yeah, but they're coming back with provisions. You need to be a little more specific, man.
Contingencies.
Sophia's just going to continue to deflect.
Really gelling into the role.
I'm getting real Dina vibes from you right now. But, you know what? Fuck it. Fine, I'll wait for them here, okay? Razzie, go help her out. And then Val's just, like, left alone.
Yeah.
Sir, yes, sir.
Don't start any fights while I'm gone.
As you guys walk away, like, Val is just, like, sitting there with a dejected look on her face.
I'm back.
Like, remember when I used to jump in portals and get us in trouble? What the hell happened to me? I don't want to be here.
So Sophia taking Razzie?
Just for navigation.
I'm going.
Okay, that's fair.
Razzie's just a GPS.
Yeah, I'll cloak up.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Okay.
It's getting kind of late.
Yeah. Do we want to try to call it here then?
Might
I
be
wouldn't
a,
mind.
might be a
Alright.
good time.
Yeah, it seems like a good time. I'll go ahead and kill off old Scrimmo here.